All right. Let me say to my highest of heights, I want to say Islam to everybody, and also to the Almighty herself, Allah, the ancestors, all the ancestral spirits, the angelic host, all those divines that protect us on an everyday basis. I want to say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And most of all, Ashe Odumare, Ashe to every ancestral spirit that is divine, that has divine control of this whole entire universe, and that also have all the divine control of the spirit realm. Yes, yes, yes. Back on the scene. All right. I'm gonna cut it real quick. What's going on, my brother Tim? How you doing? All right. There's too much fear mongering going on uh, in the world today, especially on YouTube. You got people, saying it's the end of the world, talking about we're doomed, and you know, Trump is going to do pretty much Trump is the savior and all this other crazy shit. Excuse my language. Look, first and foremost, when he was in office, all that was by design. The first go round, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it again. I said this to my brothers, matter of fact. Um, and we are coming together, all of us. But anyway, I read just I digress. But this gentleman, Donald Trump, he is not your savior. He's not your savior. Kamala Harris is not your savior. Joe Biden is not your savior. All this fear mongering, we're doomed, and still talking about the Illuminati and all this other stuff, and oh, the world is changing and shifting, and we can't get trapped. We dealing with narcissists and not. Let me tell y'all like this. It's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, only thing can change is your reality. Your reality. If you feel like somebody casting a spell on you, guess what is going to manifest? You have people saying there's a civil war going on. Let me tell you, you can make a civil war manifest just by listening to what you hear with all the BS. All jokes aside, do y'all know the Vatican put out there that Jesus is not coming back, y'all, and that they're using Jesus as pretty much as a cash cow. Jesus' real name is Yahshua Hamashiach. Yahshua Hamashiach. Okay, the name Yahshua means salvation. Okay, um, we have to come to grips that when Yahshua did walk the earth, he was a revolutionary against the Roman Catholic Church. There's a music video that I recommend. I mean, song, not a music video, but a rap song called by an artist named Razkaz. It's called Nature of the Threat. Please listen to that. Nature of the Threat is a great uh, song to listen to and take notes on the different things he say on there. We're caught up in the matrix of chaos and confusion, and YouTube has been hijacked for a long time with infiltrators claim to be conscious, claim to be spiritual, and they are not. A lot of them regurgitate. A lot of them can't give you sources. Um, I'm not saying all. I say a lot. So you got to be careful. Use real discernment, and at the same time, the word discernment. Please look up the meaning because I'm starting to notice a lot of people using discernment a lot and don't know the real meaning of it. Um, and another thing, this fear mongering of the world ending and all this other stuff. You remember Y2? What is it? Y2K back in 2000, year 1999. People talking about Y2K. It's the end of the world. Jesus coming back. It's the end of the world. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we are on the Gregorian calendar. And this calendar is not the real calendar. Okay? It's actually 13 months in a year. Okay? So there's 365 days. And let's add on 13, number 13, which is going to be probably, let's just say, another 30 days. We're talking approximately 385 days in a year. Let's just go over that. No, make that 395 days. My miscalculation. I apologize for that. Now, let's do the mathematics on this. Okay? 3, 9, 12. 12 is 5, right? 12. Then you have 5, right? 5 plus 12 is what? That is 17. 17 equals the number 8. The number 8 deals with 720, which is the number 9, which is dealing with divine completion. Also, if you really want to be technical and be realistic, um, there is an ancestral spirit that is also connected to the number 8. What I will do after I'm done with this live stream, I will post up a comment on who that ancestral spirit represents, the number 8. And we have to also understand and understand what the hell is really going on nowadays. Okay, there's many glitches going on in this matrix. Years ago, when I was on the other channel, I did mention watching the weather, and I mentioned natural disasters. I've been mentioning that in the past, and I went incognito for a while because of things that was going on. And Tim, I'm gonna take my email down, brother. It's BRANFORT as in Tom, E as in Eden, 48 at gmail.com. You email me, I'm gonna send you some information that you're gonna be like, wow, and you can look it up yourself. Okay, I have a lot of information I have to share. I'm not doing this for everybody anymore. Only those that really know bullshit, because there's a lot of bullshit out there. Okay, we got people talking the end of the world crap. You got people. I don't know what the heck they got. What they on? They smoking that good stuff or something. Like, we gotta stop talking about the goddamn problems and talk about the solutions. Okay, I mean, let me learn you. We keep on, not we, but some of our people will keep on getting caught up in the mayhem and the mischief of bringing confusion and chaos when it's supposed to be divine order. You know what I'm saying? Um, we need no problem. Uh, we need to stop listening to these people because they're bringing chaos when it's supposed to be divine order. And nobody don't want to talk about divine order. You ask yourself, what the heck is divine order? For one, you want to make sure you have yourself in the ways of righteousness and be able to tell who's telling the truth and who's bull crapping you. And you also have to go by principles, divine principles. One of the things I tell anybody, read the Metu. Okay, that's one. Read the 48 laws of Mayat and the 42 confessions of Mayat. That's where your 10 commandments come from. Okay? The 42 laws of Mayat and the 42 confessions of Mayat. Okay? Also get the book called The Four Agreements. Okay? We really got to get back on point with this because y'all have to remember The word television means television. It's telling lies to your vision. Politics is like WWE. It's entertainment. Behind the scenes, all the motherfuckers are friends. Excuse my language. All of them are friends. If you ever see WWE behind the scenes, it's all an act. It's an illusion. It's about really manipulating the masses and having you believe in one thing instead of the real deal. Truth be told, they're taking your life, your life force. What is your life force? The essence within you, your soul, mind, body. Remember, Prodigy made that verse. Illuminati got my mind, soul, and my body. Secret societies trying to keep that eye on me. All this stuff is controlled. Do y'all know in Kenya right now that they're about to start implanting microchips in the children and people over there in Kenya? They're not doing that over here because why? A lot of us woke up. But guess what? A lot of y'all still sleep and y'all fall for a lot of these YouTubers that are really not on the conscious path. I shout out the ones that I know that are on the righteous path. Conjure Queen, Brother Yusuf or Yosef, Black Witch Yaya, Isis Wisdom, um, Brother Bedell is on point because he came from Dr. Malachi York teachings. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't. I mean, Young Elder, he's okay, but I kind of drifted away from him for right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, you want to get with people that resonate with your soul, with your spirit. Brother Remedy H, he's okay. Brother Remedy okay. H, he's okay. I don't have nothing against Brother Remedy H. You know what I'm saying? We really gotta start getting into people that really know what the heck they talking about. And you also have to become a student. When somebody says something that sounds profound, look it up yourself. Cross reference. See, let me tell you, I've been on this path since I was a child. And I didn't know any better on the gifts that I had. And as I got older, I started going through different transformations. Um, and now I decided to step up because one of my students told me, she was like, when I was on the other channel doing my talks and stuff, she said I should never did that. And I told her the reason why I did that is because I was trying to reach the children of the Orisha, of the ancestral spirits. I was trying to wake them up so they can realize that guess what? You are the true chosen ones. The children of the Orisha, those that have been hearing the call for a long time, those that can see them, those that can see the ancestral spirits, those that have visions, premonitions, and all of them. I mean, we have to stop playing these games, ladies and gentlemen. Like, there's a book called Santeria. I recommend you get that book. It has Shango on the cover. And one of the brothers that became one of my students from the old channel, he read it and he said, "Bro, this book is profound." He was like, "If you hear the calling, you've been chosen." And I'm like, "Yeah, not everybody's going to be a priest and priestess though. Some of you are going to be I forgot the word, the terminology, but you're going to be more like I want to say a servant or somebody that is a beacon. I just say a beacon of that particular being because they are incarnations. Because you got to remember, before there was Christianity, we had our ancestral spirits and stuff like that. Many of them call them angels in Judeo Christianity and all the above. Um, and also each ancestral spirit, like the Orisha, they all have attributes of the Creator, the divine Creator. Um, but I digress on that because I don't want to go too far into that. You get what I'm saying? We gotta really wake up and stop listening to these people saying chosen ones. This you gotta ask yourself a question: how do you know that you're chosen, and how do you know that I'm chosen? How do I know you're chosen? So you gotta remember, in this realm, you have positive entities and negative entities. The positive entities are what you call the deities that incarnate in this realm, and they guide you to the ways of righteousness, to the Almighty. As us as a me as a Moor, and many people that I know that are Moors, we wear the fez, which is called the tartabush, and that string that hang down the tassel represents the umbilical cord to the great Creator. So that's why I say what I say in the name Alet is also the same name for Allah. Look it up. The name Alet, Allat, is Allah. Alet was the three or the triple goddess energy that equates to Allah. Don't believe me? Look this stuff up. There's a video that I'm gonna also see if I can put in the comment section of a beautiful sister who is in the Ifa tradition that talks about the Great Mother, that talks about everything you can think of. Beautiful sister. Um, and she's a child of Oshun and Yemoja. But I'm just saying that when you get that calling, you'll know. See, I'm not going to say, oh, just by you being on here that you're one of the. I'm not doing all that. Oh, just because you're on here, you're one of the chosen. I'm not saying that. That's not my cup of tea. I don't get down like that. We have to realize what time it really is, brothers and sisters, because this is not a game out here. You see all these natural disasters. You see what's going on. Meanwhile, we got people talking about uh, what they call immigrants and all this jazz. Look, let me tell you something. Years ago, we could have been did everything, but we keep on following these different so-called leaders that are agents. You got people pointing fingers at one another, and they're all nothing more than agents. That is a part of the great distraction on you getting back what is rightfully yours, not just your inheritance, but your soul, the real soul within you. What do I mean by that? That Kundalini energy, that that power within you. Look up the word Kundalini. The word Kundalini means flame serpent. That fire, the serpent fire, I will say. The serpent fire is within you, is also connected to the spinal cord and all the chakras in your body. That is the real you, which turns into ether, which turns into into what they call spirit. The real you is made out of energy. And these people are trying not to have you reach your full potential, your full capacity of the real you. See, I'm getting tired of all these agents infiltrating YouTube and talking all this consciousness, but they're not giving you references. You have to question those that are talking. See, I'm happy that I don't have a lot of subscribers for right now. I'm happy about that. Why? Because that only tells me that only a certain amount of people are going to listen to this message. And like my godfather told me, I already have reached millions of people on this path, and I'm not know about it. And I look back at that. I have taught African princesses and so on, and I'm not bragging about it. I'm not. I've taught a lot of star seeds along the way on this journey. I'm not bragging about it. I'm not saying I'm say the stuff that I'm saying to look up, far as the Kundalini, Kundalin. I mean, Let me make sure I said it right. Kundalini. I apologize for the first misspelling. Kundalini once again. Kundalini. Look up the word Kundalini. It's connected to all the chakras in your body. The next thing you want to do is look up how many chakras the human body contains. Now, one of the great things to help activate it is meditation is one, the breath is another, or the way you breathe, and eating certain foods that has what you call the help with the pH balance. Some people call them superfoods, greens, like eating them not you can eat them raw, you can eat them steamed, certain fruits, vegetables. You can do that. Exercising, working out, meditation. You have to find that's a part of your soul journey, family. I'm not on here just to be, knocking anything, knocking anybody, but I'm just trying to help you out along the journey. I'm gonna tell you like this. There's so many things that we have to do on this plane in so little time that you were given a task to do. Um, you have people that actually know how to do your natal chart. Your natal chart is pretty much your contract that you have made with the divine or the creator on the journey that you were assigned to down in this realm. So I'm just letting you know that you got a lot of work to do, brothers and sisters that's watching. You know what I'm saying? You'll know that you're chosen in due time because everybody's saying that they're chosen. They're not chosen. It's like this: many are called, but few are chosen. Remember that saying? Many are called, but few are chosen. All these people heard the calling, the divine calling, but guess what? A lot of them didn't go through with it. But now what they're doing, since they missed their calling, they're walking around as zombies and giving you misinformation and misleading you along the way. And they're not telling you, hey, I screwed up on my calling. And here's some tools for you to go ahead on your journey. They're not doing that. They're trying to build um, a fan base to get revenue in. They want donations. They want you to send them money. There's a movie called They Live, John Carpenter's They Live. And one of the scenes in the movie, the guy, Roddy Piper, Roddy Piper saw the guy that was he was a merchant on the street. And a gentleman gave the merchant some money. And when he put the shades on the dollar bill, it says, "This is your God." On the dollar bill said, "This is your God." And then at the traffic lights and the crosswalks, they had satellites saying sleep, 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 sleep. Do y'all know that they have satellites in different bases on this planet that goes to space and put you to sleep and having you go into a deep sleep? The students of Dr. Malachi York, we call it the spell of Kingu because the spell of Kingu put all of us Nubians or all of us melanated people to sleep. There's so much that I want to say to help everybody wake up. But my job is not to save everybody. My job is just to put the information out there for you to do the research. Traded by us. And I want to also get on this whole reptilian thing. Do y'all know that you're part reptilian? You have a reptilian brain. Look up the reptilian brain. See, class is starting a little bit. Look up the reptilian brain. Look at your hands. Look at your feet. They're webbed. In the beginning, you were in the womb of your mother. You were breathing what? Water. What is water? That's another form of oxygen for aquatic beings. reptiles, amphibians, even down to certain mammals, which is what uh, dolphins and so on. Don't you know when you know how you know we shed you know what we call shed skin dirt, shed skin for humans is called dirt. See, there's so many things that we need to wake up and realize, and also to confirm that when women, since women have ovaries, guess what? What comes from the ovaries? The egg. When it drops in, it drops when she's what? When she's what's the word that they use? Oh my gosh, I'm acting so lost right now. When she's ready to when she can actually get the semen fertilized in her. Oh my gosh, I forgot the word. But anyway, when that happened, the semen actually fertilizes that egg, and the semen moves like a serpent, ladies and gentlemen. We have to realize this stuff. Your spinal cord is the remnants of that reptile or that semen that was in the womb of your mom that created you. You're part reptilian. Also, during the three stages or trimesters of the woman giving birth, you have a head of what they call a gray and eyes of a gray too. You also have a tail. Thank you, Dr. York, for this information. Thank you, ancestors, for this information. We got to realize the science of all this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It's like nobody don't want to talk about this. Another book I recommend is the Kabbalistic Encyclopedia. Get that book on your journey. Study that. Get all the crystal Bibles. See, I just think it's time for a lot of us to wake up and stop playing these games. I'm here to tell you, it's time for us to stop playing these games and stop playing around and fooling around with all this BS. Because in all actuality, we got to wake up. We've been lied to, spiritually by many different people that claim to walk this path. But like I said, I want to give a shout out to a lot of people. Remedy H is great. He's one. I want to say Isis Wisdom once again, Black Witch Yaya. I want to give a shout out to Black Conjuring. That's just as beautiful. She practiced a certain path, spiritual path. You also wanna I wanna give a shout out to brother Joseph. Joseph is actually really doing work. All of them that's actually doing the work. That's all I want to say, man. Like we really gotta stop playing with these people and stop playing these games with these people out here that's not really teaching what's really going on. You got to find out the real essence of you. Who are you really? You got to realize you're still here for a reason. All them people that you probably grew up with that passed on, either they did their job or they didn't do their job and they had to go back. And then they had to reincarnate to come back down here as a baby again. Reincarnation is real. And that's in a lot of scripts, ancient scriptures, that is. You know what I'm saying? Even down into Buddha, the practice of Buddhism, even down to the teachings of Sanskrit, which is Hinduism, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We really got to stop playing. Even down to our ancestral, our African spiritual practices or indigenous practices speaks about reincarnation and ancestors coming back. Don't believe me? Look this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us choose our bodies here in this realm. A lot of us choose our bodies and race in this realm. But guess what? We're caught up into the race thing because that's a part of the illusion part. But we also got to be mindful that guess what? You do have racism out here. You have hate out here. You have to go by energies, but use the right discernment because many people don't realize that many different lifetimes you are another nationality, another race, and so on. Those that are so-called melanated, like yours truly, those that are watching, you have Asiatic eyes or Asian eyes. That's why you're called Asiatics, because in other lifetimes you were in Asia, ancient Asia, martial arts, karate, kung fu, ninjutsu, judo, all of that. You created that. That's why you were linked on it when Bruce Lee came out. You were so hip and wanting to learn it because that's your stuff. You know, either here or there, we gotta wake up and realize what time it is. Because guess what? Nature is letting us know every day. There's another revelation coming on YouTube about what science discovered, even on Instagram, what science discovered about us. There's ancient mounds, what you call pyramids, over here in the U.S. You got you finally having people saying that we were the indigenous people over here. How? Because of the Great Migration. We got to really stop listening to these people that's fear mongering, saying all this fear mongering stuff so you won't not get knocked off the path. You got people out here saying, man, it's about to be the end of the world. It's about to be World War III and all this other stuff. But yet, you have a sister like Dr. Kia Pruitt, who finished where we left off when we talked about Nassau on the other channel. You even have the sister, what's her name? That was on MRAC TV, Amina, still talking about Nassau and Jasara. The whole BRICS thing, that's connected to Nassau Jasara, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, there's things that's going to take place that's already happening. Landslides, earthquakes. Like, did y'all know that California got hit with a serious earthquake not too long ago? A couple days ago, I believe. But we spoke on all this on an old channel that we was featured on. Me and all the brothers. This is not a coincidence. But guess what? That is preparation for you to wake up, family. That's preparation for you to wake up. Brothers, it is up to you. Your job is to help uplift fallen humanity. Who is fallen humanity? Your women, your so-called black woman. She's fallen humanity. She's fallen humanity. She's the one that's the original nation builder. Because all the nations came from out her womb. They came from out your phallus in her womb. And these people that you see all around you are all your daggone spawns. They're all your children, and they waiting for mom and dad to wake up. And y'all not waking up yet because y'all want to find out who gonna be your next leader, who to listen to help you on your journey. You're being infiltrated, being bamboozled, lied to you about who you really are spiritually and mentally, physically, and so on spiritually. These people want to play games with your soul just for revenue, just for money, just for freaking money. To get high, to get all these subscribers, to get money in their pocket, and don't help you and don't give back to the community. That's a shame. We're not waking up and realizing how these people be playing with us. I see it every time on you guys see it every time on YouTube, and it hurts my soul to see that. You know, they took Brother News channel down because he was getting in the information. You got to ask yourself if Brother News channel got taken down. There's a sister named who I used to watch named M. Mitchell, the anti sheeple pleaser. They took her channel down. Who's a child of a Batala, by the way. I don't come on YouTube unless I really have to because I'm not really a YouTuber. I've been taking a hiatus because of the stuff I went through in the past and still going through. And also, I know that my videos and the stuff that I say are being taken by that one individual, and then they regurgitate what I say, but don't even give the information on the references where they get it from. I don't use Google like everybody else do. I'm old school. I use books. I read from books and I give you book knowledge that I have read and cross referenced through the years. That's what I do. When I first came on this YouTube journey and I was on that old channel, I bought books. All my students will tell you. I have a whole lot of them. They will tell you. He's old school. That brother always carry books. He carry books on his back. A lot of them in his backpack. And I show them the books that I read, and I show them stuff that they can cross reference and see for themselves. Knowledge is power. The reason why our people are suffering, and the reason why a lot of us getting bamboozled because of the lack of knowledge. Let me tell you, the Bible is not going to save you. However, the Bible has genealogy in there, astrology, astronomy. It also has spells in there. Did y'all know that? Have spells in there in the Bible. And Moses was called Tutmoses or Thutmo. I think it was Thutmoses, or yeah, it was Thutmoses. Thutmoses. That's the real Moses, y'all. He studied in Egypt on the spiritual practice in Egypt. Then we talk about how Egypt is connected to Atlantis. I'm gonna tell you how, because this is Egypt of the West over here. All the real Moors know that. All the real Moors, not the fake Moors, not the agent Moors, not the Moors that be talking all that sovereignty and all this other stuff. You want to get you want to get not just naturalized, but naturalized, or learn the truth of what is and what was and what has always been. Because the real Moors go by, guess what calendar? They go by the Mosaic laws, and also the Mosaic calendar. By law and by birthright, you are Hebrew, Islamic Hebrew. The Wu-Tang Clan spoke on that years ago in their songs. The fourth chamber, which led to the video shadow boxing. See, we gotta remember all of this, ladies and gentlemen. You have a third eye, you don't use it. You keep with playing games with you, with your soul. Do you not know that this planet used to be a battleground for extraterrestrials? Ancient times. And it's still a battleground for your soul. Some of you don't even realize that you're an incarnation of an Anunnaki deity, or an incarnation of an angelic host in human flesh. Some of you can even say that you might be an incarnation of an Orisha in human flesh and don't know it. Some of you are an incarnation, have multiple incarnations just to live a human experience, to learn how to be human. And it's keep on going from 2 to 1, because I know for a fact whoever keep on having number 2 on here is one of them agents that go back and tell the brother that he's gonna start saying the stuff that I say on my channel, and then he's gonna start saying stuff on his channel that sound profound. I know that for a fact. Because it already happened. Every time I talk something like this, it goes back to that channel, and then everybody look at him as being profound. It's a shame. You gotta take people chat information from a smaller platform, and then you want to use it to push out there on your channel like you some spiritual guru, or like you know what you're talking about, when you're regurgitating information and you're writing down the stuff that the person is saying, and then you try to use the references the person is saying, and then you have the nerve to try to shut the person up when the universe is not shutting the person up. The universe want those that need to hear this hear this. This journey is not going to be an easy journey. It's not. All these people keep on playing games with the real ones that's really chosen. The real chosen can tell that they're chosen. They don't need to be on YouTube to tell that they're chosen. They don't need social media to say that they're chosen. If nothing have not happened to you to destroy you, to kill you, and if you had near death experiences and you're still here, You have a higher calling, ladies and gentlemen, or you had a situation where almost when you almost was knocked off the planet, or you've been going through all these trials and tribulations, and you're still here breathing, and you're still standing 10 toes down, and you still have the higher frequency of the ancestors and the Most High traveling through your freaking veins and traveling through the kundalini that you have within you. You have a message out here to deliver. It don't have to be verbal. You could be leading by example. I'm saying this because out of love and respect for the real star children, the real ones that heard the call. It don't have to be the high pitch ringing in your ear. Some of these daggone YouTubers don't even know what a frequency is. High frequency and low frequency. They don't even know what it is. I ask those that watch, ask that person that say high frequency and high frequency, high vibrations. What does that mean? I don't want to give the answers on here because that person going to take the answers and then they're going to sound like they know what they're talking about. Look up the meaning, high vibration, high frequency, spiritually that is. I don't want to give the answers because that person will go back, write down the stuff that I say, give it to that person, and they'll start talking the same way that I'm talking, and they'll try to sound profound. Because I know you on here, Brother Tim, but it's a second person on here. But they off and on. It don't make any sense. If you wanna learn spirituality, you have other people. You also have I can talk about it, but you have other people you can learn from too. But don't take the information from the person without acknowledging where you got the information from. That's why I gave a shout out to some of the people that I look up to. I listen to Black Witch Yaya. That's one of my people I listen to. Black Conjuring. I listen to her. Brother Yusuf. Listen to him. Real Kia. I listen to her. Yeah, Real Kia. She good. She a good young sister. Highly intelligent with spirituality. Beautiful. You have. You know what I'm saying. You have. What's the sister name? I forgot her name. Her, her and her husband. They into voodoo. You know what I mean? They on it. You got people that's on this journey that's literally on it and doing the best that they can to teach others that want to learn. Black Magic with brother Rich, that brother, Dr. Phil Valentine, Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. Francis Quest Rosen, um, Dr. Neely Fuller, I think that's his name. I think that's his name. Dr. James Amos, Dr. Lila Africa. All these people, they inspired me. Dr. Malachi York L. They inspired me. Dr. Khalid Muhammad. But anyway, I digress, family. All I gotta say, this is something that you need to know that YouTube has been infiltrated by a lot of spiritual um false teachers, and they're also misguiding and misleading the people and can't give you no solutions on how to better yourself. Please, you want to meditate and get your pH balance up. You want to drink some alkaline waters out there, alkaline foods, all the above. Meditate, work out, um, go into nature. Um, if you have a loved one that passed away, make an altar for that ancestor. They are ancestor now. Make an altar for them on the stuff that they liked, and talk to them because you're never alone. You gotta remember that ancestor DNA is in you, which make that ancestor. There's a video game that I recommend that those that play video games that's the Assassin's Creed game talks about that. How you are your ancestor through DNA and so on. But I digress, family. Let me go ahead and here. I just came from the grocery store. I gotta eat something. Um, hopefully I'll get back on here tomorrow. Um, before I go to class. If not after class, if not, I'll be on here. No, I'll be on here Tuesday. Let's make it that Tuesday. And I'm gonna see if I can get some books together for everybody to look at and to purchase. I just want to say peace, love, light, supreme balance. And I want to say Islam. I want to also say those that practice voodoo. And I want to say happy Dembala's Day to you. Um, and to all the Moors, when Friday come, I want to say to you, Islam and peace, holy day to you all. And I just want to let y'all know I love y'all. May the Creator and the ancestral spirits, and may all the angelic hosts, may all of our ancestors that's still here in the present, that's walking with us, walking within us, guide you on your journey. Peace. And I love you all.